So I was live and I was playing on the computer trying to open something up and I turned off live. That's what happened. So anyway, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. So what I'm trying to do, I've just plugged in the SD card from the camera into the port of the computer. And I'm trying to share it with you on I don't know if I can share it though. Maybe. I don't know. Let me have a look. So that's a millions me. Hey, Philip, how you going? Philip, I'm testing. I'm testing something. And I'm looking at myself on my phone because I was just live and I literally just deleted myself as usual. So let me see. Because what I'm trying to do, I bought this new little contraption and this is going to take place. So instead of taking a laptop on your holidays, I can plug this into my phone and I can then plug it into a hard drive and put my SD card into this machine too. So then I'm just basically copying it over and using my file as a file management, just changing things from one file to another file. So then basically backing up onto a hard drive. So you don't need a laptop. It did work. But what I'm trying to test is if this failed, for example, I tested it, it did work. I'm gonna have to practice a lot, guys. Um, but oh, wait on. What am I on the wrong live? I am live, aren't I? Yeah, I am live. Crap. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, what I'm doing is I'm testing to see. I have IT does my head in, right? Like honestly, I don't know if you're really good at IT, Philip, but I am like I'm not bad. It's just that there's so much advanced and like I'm complicating things, right? Just take the goddamn laptop. But I don't want to take a laptop on holidays because I can only take 20 kilos maximum. And if I take a laptop, it means that I'm going to take less clothes. And I've got to take clothes, right? So that's why I bought this. Cost $120 and it worked. I didn't have to put any data on my phone. I just used the phone as a file management. And I copied from the SD card over to the hard drive. So it's success. But what I'm trying to do now is I'm going to check. I've got a 32 gig card. Now, let me explain that to you guys. So, going to Africa, right? And I've got a GoPro. GoPro, not going to cut it in Africa, okay? Because we're like kind of zooming in, we're looking at animals, right? I can use my phone. I've got an iPhone 16 Pro, it's pretty good. But the problem is that's going to use a lot of, they use, everything's high definition, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to be backing up all the time, going to my phone, which I'm going to back up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But what I'm trying to say is, Lee Son, hello, how you going? See, the other thing is though, right, that when you're taking photos of lions or like, mountain gorillas, because that's when I see a mountain gorilla in Uganda, you want to use a good camera, right? And technically phones are pretty good cameras these days, but you can't zoom in on a GoPro, right? So what I did buy myself a couple of years ago was it's called it's a Sony, what's this brand called? Sony ZX. No, Sony ZV E10. It's a vlogging camera. Hey Nicholas, how you going? So the problem with this, guys, is it's a vlogging camera. If you you know straight away it's a vlogging camera, right? The problem is there is no viewfinder. Like you can't look through it. You turn this on and you look through here. Or if you take a selfie, if you're doing a vlog Hey, Dora, how you going? I'm such an idiot. Okay, but I tested this out the other day, guys. I went whale watching. Let's let's put this is the hard drive. That's the C drive to go in there. Let's show you the footage from whale watching, guys. Let's see. What happened there? Oh crap! No images. Why is there no images on it? Oh shit! Did I just delete something? Oh crap! So the problem is that Dora hardly uses this camera, so she has no clue what she's doing, literally. Function? Oh, crap. You know what you do? You turn it off and on again. Off. Oh, you know what? Maybe the battery's flat. Oh, no. No, battery says it's okay. Okay. There's no images in the view. What does that mean? Why is there no... Oh, crap. This is like idiots just trying to use your stuff. Dumb, like, photography for idiots, because I'm clearly the idiot that can't even figure out how to use my camera. I did use it the other day, guys. I wonder if this is the wrong hard drive, wrong card. Oh, you know what? That was my backup. Okay. I wasn't an idiot, guys. Let's take that back. Take that back, guys. Take that back. I'm not an idiot, guys. I took a spare SD card when I was whale watching. This is the card I used. Crap. Okay. I thought to myself, I just wiped out the whole camera then, all the footage. Okay. Please be. Okay. Crap, guys. This is not good. This is not it either. So now Dora has actually lost the SD card from while watching. Oh my God. Seriously? What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with me. I just... Okay. Let's not show you the footage from it. Okay, so let me just go with this, guys. It's a vlogging camera, right? There's no viewfinder. So when I'm taking photos of the whales, all I could see was my reflection of myself. So am I in the sun? You're looking at, whales, and you're trying to set up the camera or the vision through the viewfinder here, right? And obviously all I can see is myself, which is great because, gotta look at myself and make sure I look pretty, right? But I'm not taking a photo of myself or a video of myself. I'm trying to take a photo of the bloody whales, right? And there was so much sun, I couldn't see. So that's when you actually need one of those little viewfinders so you can look through. But this doesn't have a viewfinder because it's a vlogging camera. It's not for Africa, Dora. So this camera technically is useless to go to Africa. And it's probably, I'm going to be honest, I never use it. It's really bad, eh? I think I paid $1,000 for this thing. I probably should have sold it 3 years ago when I bought it because I've not used it much, or I need to start using it. But the problem is, then like Dora's gone, well, what am I going to do? I've got a GoPro. That's not going to work. I've got a phone. That would work, but the quality probably would be not that great. If you're zooming in, like on a lion up a tree or whatever, So what I do have is a camera from 18 years ago. So I put a photo up the other day on my community post of a jumping for joy. So I was traveling around and I was in South America and I was on the Bolivian sea salt flats. Can't what do they call it? Uvifi. Okay, I can't say the actual word. Anyway, so I was doing a jumping for joy. I had met two Australian girls. One was actually from where I live. Crazy small world, right? You travel all around halfway around the world, and there were two Australians on my tour. So basically, I did a trip to um, out to the the salt flats. Um, yeah. So anyway, and then one of them ended up being she was from Victoria, country Victoria, actually not too far away from Susan actually, and we became really good friends. She's now living in Perth, and she's been very helpful in this process of me trying to figure out camera wise. So 18-year-old camera. The dilemma is, well, actually not a dilemma. We have a viewfinder. So basically I can look through here, take the lens off. If I can look through here and really zoom in. Or I can look through here. So you've got two options, right? But way better stability when you're looking through the viewfinder. But it's 18 years old, right? The other issue that I had to work through is the SD cards that you use. For example, this is a Micro Mini. It's extreme. So that's for like GoPros and drones and stuff like that. Chuck that in there. Oh, well, what was it actually? Let me have a read. What gigage was that? 16 gig. That's only a little one actually. Chuck that in there. 16 gig. Will that work? Oh. Let's just take a photo. What's going on here? Oh, I'm doing video. Oh, there you go. Let's go now to view that. Okay. It's not playing the game. And the reason why it's not playing the game is that the actual SD card, the extreme Micro Minis. Well, do you remember 18 years ago we didn't have Micro Minis? That's the other thing, right? The 32 gigs is the highest one that like highest memory this will take. So like I've got memory cards here. Whoops. 16 gigs, 128 gig, 128 gig, 256 gig. You can get like massive hard drives now, like, SD cards, but they won't fit in here. That technology won't fit in here. So you have to use 32 gig or less, and you can't use a Micro Mini. So like no one even sells 32 gigs now. Like it was like hard to find them. Like I went to JV Hi-Fi today and they actually had one 32 gig, but it was the Micro Mini 32 gig. And the guy that I was talking to said, hey, that won't work. He goes, 18 years ago, Micro Minis didn't exist, right? Basically, you have to find a 32 gig SD. So I went to a camera shop. So that's where did I just put that? I swear I'd lose my head if it wasn't plugged in right now. Where the hell did I do with it? I put it in here already, didn't I? No, I didn't. Crap. I've lost it right in front of me. It's not there. It's not there. Oh, it's in my adapter in my computer. That's why. Okay. So 32 gig. It's not a fast one. It's not a sand script or anything like that, because they're all the fast ones for the drones and stuff. So I've just got a basics 32 and it works. So today I went testing it. I thought, you know what, before I commit to if I'm going to use this old camera or not, test it out first, right? So I went to a park and I took photos of animals. But what I'm trying to do is see, whoops. So I'm using my Mac to do this live stream, and I've got one of these SanDisk readers. So you put that into here. But the thing is, these new Butte computers don't actually have USB. My old Windows computer does. So you got to put an adapter onto it. So then you have a C. So what I was trying to do when I accidentally ended the last live stream was to see how much footage 32 gigs took today. I think I took about, I don't know, 60 photos or videos. And I want to see how much of the 32 gigs I used. But I can't show you guys. I was trying to show you guys because you know how I can share stuff? I can't share stuff. Well, I can share like my computer. This is actually a trip that I can share. I can show you. So this is actually the itinerary of one of the trips I'm doing. I'm going to go see the Masai Mara people. You know, the people that jump, the African people that jump up in the air, like they're like my people, right? So day one, I leave Nairobi and I travel to the Masai Mara, world renowned for the endless plains of wild animals and spectacular beauty. The visit to the Masai Mara is operated by a safari-type vehicle and not nomad truck. For this reason, you are asked to pack a small overnight bag to travel with. You need your towel, clothes, toiletries, and camping essentials. So let me just turn that off because I'm not talking about that right this minute. I'm just going to minimize this. You guys won't see anything, I don't think. No, I'm still there. Yep, cool. So you guys can't see this, but I can see the file management on my computer because I just plugged in the SD card. I'm trying to see how much gigage was used of the 32 gigs. Okay, no name. Get info. Okay. So there's 90 items. I took 90 items. The size, it's not actually telling me. It's actually not telling me 0 bytes on disk for 90 items. That doesn't make any sense. Oh no, 1.5 gig. Does that mean I've got, normally it tells you how much gig you've got left. I wonder if this is because it's old technology. It's not actually telling you that. I wonder. I reckon it is, guys, because this is such old technology. Hey, Matt, how you going? Oh, am I buffing? No, I'm not buffing. I'm still there. No, I'm there. Matt, I'm not buffing. I'm here. Oh, hey, William, I missed you there. Good morning. It's good night here for me in Australia and for Philip and Nicholas. So, guys, I'm just trying to check. I'm just sorting through some things for my trip to Africa. I bought this little contraption. It's called a Satishi on the go 7-in-1 multi-port. So instead of taking a laptop when you travel, I'm taking this guy, you plug it into your phone, but you don't actually have to put the data on your phone. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to go from SD card on your camera. You chuck that in here. It's pretty cool, right? Oh, hold on. Got to plug it the right way. Plugs into there. That goes into your phone. You need to plug power into it. Power into the C. Then you need to plug your hard drive into the USB port because you've got 2 USB ports. And then when you do that, and then you plug that into your phone. Oh my God, it's like, it seems like complicated. Whoops. Plug that into your phone. Amazing things happen, guys. Amazing thing happens. If you go to your phone, you go to your file management, the no name, I don't know if you can see that. Can you? Oh yeah, you can. No name is my hard drive. Sorry, my SD card from my camera. So instead of saving that onto your phone and then putting it onto your hard drive, which obviously takes lots of space, right? And I just told you my phone, I've probably got 5 gig left on my phone. So what you do is you copy that onto your Lexa. Lexa is your portable hard drive. And I'm not going to show you how I did it because I did it before. But that's the whole idea of this thing. And I am absolutely ecstatic that it worked. There was a little bit hit and miss there, guys. I couldn't figure out how to work it. I had the power in the wrong cord and the blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I will have to practice that a little bit more. But it's nice and compact. What I need to figure out is how to read the 32 gig SD card because like I don't know how full it is, right? It's got 90 items on it. Because I guess what I was thinking out loud was if this breaks when I'm on holidays, I have to go back to the old style, right? I have to, well, so because I've got an old camera, you can't Wi-Fi this in, okay? So the digital cameras now, all these digital ones, you can Wi-Fi in. You can Wi-Fi that to your phone. But I'm not going to take that because it's a vlogging camera. So this, you have to put into, and I do have one. I just got to find it. I don't know where it is right now. Let me just eject that. Don't erase. Oh, I won't get info. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. You know what just happened? I just worked it out, guys. The SD card I just took photos with, the capacity is 32 gigs and available gig is 29.5. But the thing is I'm using a laptop to check that out. So how would I do that on my phone? Okay. So obviously I took 90 videos and photos this afternoon. Eject. So this is the old contraption. I've got a new one that has a C port to it. And you plug your SD card into that, and then it's got a C, and you plug that into your phone. But we're making it work because we put a little adapter onto it. I'm just seeing, okay. See the adapter, I have to take my whole thingy-jiggy off for this. I don't know where I've done with my adapter. I used it, I think I've got it in the bedroom. I was playing with it in the bedroom this morning. Okay, doesn't matter. But I'm thinking you must be able to do it I don't know, you must be able to do it. Let me just minimize that. No, I was bu you're buffing your car. Okay, sorry. It's not all about Dora. Come on, Dora. So, I'm thinking out loud, guys. You can hear the clogs, like, going clog, clog, clog. That's me. Okay, give me a second, guys. Just give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can find it because 'cause I'm sure it's ooh, I know I've got it here. It's not here? No. I'm such a doofus. I had it right with me. I took it shopping with me today. Oh, God. Okay, this is the new age. What did I just do with the other one? Honestly, I'm losing my brain cells, guys. Anyway, this is the new age. But I need the other one to plug it in. This is what happens when you're trying to do too many things in one go. Like, I was trying to figure out how that worked. Obviously, I took it with me when I went walking. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Obviously, I took it with me. All right. I didn't take it with me. What the fuck? Okay, I didn't take it with me. It's staring at me right in front of me. Where the hell did I just do with it? It's not plugged into the computer. I just pulled it out. I think it's time to go to bed, Dora. I think that's really what it is. You need to go to bed. So this is when you start. Oh, whoops. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. It's not right in front of me. Like, seriously, you know how you look at things and you're like, it's right in front of you, but it's not right in front of you? It's not right in front of me. Honestly. Technology does my friggin' head in. What I'm trying to do is check how to see how much footage is left on my camera. So let's see if I can do it with this. So obviously I can't do it with the camera one that I was looking for. Okay, so how do we do this? We got a file, no name. How can you check to see how much data is left on that. On the camera, you can't check. It doesn't have that technology. You know, we asked ChatGPT. That's what we're going to do. How can we check what gig is left on a SD card if you don't have a computer and only have a camera and a phone? Let's ask that. Okay, yes. Check the camera. Well, yeah, I know, but the camera doesn't actually have that because it's that old. Check the phone. If your phone can read the SD card using the SD card reader, yep, open the File app, which we just did, tap the SD card under the location, which we did. Some versions of iOS show Get Info. Okay. All right, let's have a look. Do we have a Get Info? No file. Yep, file. Doesn't have Get Info. Size. View options. No. Doesn't actually have it. All it's got is all the files in there. Okay, there we go. I just clicked on the name and then it's got, you can change the name of the file, erase it, don't erase it, get info. Okay. Okay. All right. This hard drive has capacity of 5.92 gig. Available gig is 15.45 gig. Okay. We do not need a laptop, guys. We do not need a laptop. We figured it out. Crap, that's great. Okay. What we need to figure out is what the hell I just did with the old reader with the actual camera, the 32 gigs, the camera. Okay. Anyway, I don't need to do that on a live stream, that's for sure. So, guys, it friggin' worked. This worked. Amazing. And it also can stick on there. So, if I'm not traveling, I can still use this, right? Because my actual Mac only has C ports. And this actually has 2 USB ports. So, I can use this exactly the same as what I was just trying to do with the USB dongle that had a USB, not the C on it. And then I put a little adapter on it to make it turn into a C. So you plug that into your computer and I can just plug in the SD card into here. Just like I could plug it into the phone and read the files or copy files onto it, I can plug that into my laptop. Because obviously my laptop doesn't have a card reader. So that's why I use that. So it could make use of, instead of having one of those, but I use that. I just chuck them in my camera, into the phone thing. Sorry, into the camera. Or, for example, hard drives. I have quite a few hard drives. So this one's got an adapter on it to see, because I don't actually have a USB adapter, a USB on my Mac. So I could just plug that into here. Then plug that into my laptop. So it is an adapter. I'm well happy with that, guys. $120 it cost me. $120 Australian. For the actual headache that, well, it seems like a lot of headache, to be honest. For the headache, that will actually take away from me by doing this. Obviously, I've had to practice it, but that actually worked. And we were able to figure out how to read how much gigs we've got left on the camera. So, hypothetically, say I lost this or it broke, heaven forbid, right? What we'd have to do is just use SD cards, 32 gigs or less. So, a lot of my old memory cards from back in the day, for example, that's an 8 gig card. That's 18 years old. I wouldn't rely on that, right? Imagine going to see the Lions, you get an amazing shot, and then it fails because it's 18 years old. That's why I bought a new card today. But I'm going to order a couple more because obviously I'm going to take a lot of photos with my camera, but it holds a lot of like 32 gigs. I still had like 28 gig left, and I took 90 photos and videos today, just demonstrating on how it would work. So to be honest, if I just bought, to be safe, another 3, that could be overkill. They're only I can buy one for $14 from somewhere. I have to order them, but they can be cheaper online, right? I went to a camera shop. That's why it cost me so much more money today. But for the instant, I just wanted to see if the camera would work, and it did work. And I used the camera today. It worked. Then I had to use this to make sure this worked. It works. And hypothetically, we could then plug the memory card into there, into the phone. We could then have to clear the phone off, and then we could put it onto the hard drive ourselves manually from the phone to the phone. I don't want to do that. You just keep your hard drives. Basically, I'll just fill up each hard drive and keep them. And then when I come home, put them all on the hard drives. But obviously, that's when you run the risk of actually losing these cards because they're so easy to lose. That's why I've got one of these things, because it keeps them all nice. But then if you lose that, then you're screwed, right? That's why I like to back it up onto one of these. Not sponsored, but these SSDs are fast. They're expensive, though. They're expensive. I think this is 1T, and they go for about $300. They're not cheap. Whereas your normal hard drives, like you can get them for $50, and they can be like 2 gigabytes and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, these are expensive, but they're fast. They're fast when you put them into your computer. They just go boom, boom, boom. They're really good. So yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to go because I'm losing my marbles. It's late. I probably need to go to bed. That's why. Oh my God, it's right in front of me. Are you fucking serious? Oh my God. It was right in front of me the whole time. Okay, let's take that out of there. Plug it into here. We already tested it though. Plug it into here. Just say we didn't have this to see what's left on the phone, on the hard drive, on the SD. So you click on the name and then you get info. We just learned how to do that. And guess what? Today, we used literally 1 gig for 90 photos and videos. That's all right. So I've still got capacity of 31.71 gig. No, sorry. That's capacity. I've got 29.5 gig left. That's all right. So it is possible. You do not need a laptop when you travel, just saying. All right, I'm going to bed before I lose all my brain cells because literally I'm going to lose all my brain cells. So thanks for listening. And I'm sure it was just riveting information. Riveting, I know. I can just tell. There's so many of you there. I just know. That's why. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. Bye.